Welcome to a story of love, ambition, and betrayal that shaped the fate of an empire. Today, we dive into the passionate and complex relationship between Napoleon Bonaparte and his beloved Josephine. Was it true love, or did ambition get in the way? Let's find out. Before Napoleon, there was Josephine, a young widow with connections to the French aristocracy. Josephine was charming, ambitious, and adept at navigating the political landscape of post-revolutionary France. She was more than just a pretty face. She knew how to use her charm to gain influence in a rapidly changing world. When Napoleon met Josephine, it was love at first sight. Despite their age difference and her past, Napoleon was captivated. His letters to her were filled with longing and passion. To Napoleon, Josephine was the woman of his dreams, and he believed she would be the perfect partner to help him rise to power. In 1796, Napoleon and Josephine married, and their union was more than just love. It was a partnership of ambition. Napoleon, now a rising general, saw Josephine as his empress in the making. Together they would build an empire, with Napoleon conquering lands and Josephine managing their influence back home. Years later, Napoleon crowned himself Emperor of France, and Josephine was crowned Empress. This moment marked the pinnacle of their power and influence over Europe. Theirs was a love that had not only survived the chaos of war, but had also placed them at the very top of the world. Yet, behind the glittering facade, their marriage was troubled. Napoleon's conquests kept him away for long periods, and Josephine's inability to bear him a child strained their relationship. Rumours of infidelity on both sides began to circulate. Napoleon, despite his love for Josephine, needed an heir to secure his legacy and the future of the empire. Napoleon's desire for an heir pushed him to make a heart-wrenching decision. Despite his deep love for Josephine, he knew that the empire needed a successor, and that meant ending their marriage. It was a betrayal not only of their vows, but of the deep emotional bond they had shared for years. Their divorce was announced in 1809, and though Josephine was no longer his wife, she remained close to Napoleon, continuing to support him. Their love endured even as circumstances forced them apart. Josephine, devastated but dignified, retreated to her private estate while Napoleon continued his quest for power. Napoleon remarried, this time to Marie-Louise of Austria, in a bid to secure an heir. While Marie-Louise gave him a son, Napoleon's letters to Josephine still showed his lingering feelings for her. No one could truly replace the woman who had been with him during his meteoric rise. After the divorce, Josephine lived quietly at her estate, Malmaison. Though she and Napoleon were no longer together, she remained devoted to him until her death in 1814, a year before Napoleon's fall. Even after all the betrayal, their connection was unshakable. Years later, as Napoleon lay on his deathbed, in exile, it is said that his last words were, "France Army, head of the army, Josephine." Even in his final moments, the memory of Josephine was with him. Their love story, marked by passion, ambition, and sacrifice, had left a lasting mark on history. And so ends the tale of Napoleon and Josephine, a love story tested by the demands of power, but enduring in the heart. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating love stories from the pages of love.